Hey YouTube, back again for my weekly update, whatever you want to call it. So this week, made some pretty darn good progress with at least number of followers and viewers. I put it on Facebook, just my general Facebook about it, just as a kind of general reminder to my Facebook friends about it. And I actually had quite a few people jump in and sub and say hi and hang out. Embarrassingly enough, my mom has made a Twitch account just so she can watch me and be in there. So that's a thing that happened. But yeah, like I said, made a good number of followings so far, so that's really cool. The other exciting bit is I got a new light set, which right now I'm still playing with it, with camera controls and all this stuff to make it look good. Right now it kind of looks like poo poo. So I'm still kind of working with that to um, get that looking right so that my lighting looks good, because I don't want to have my room light on anymore because it's really bad. So I'm working on that. I'm working on making my stream studio a little bit more like an actual stream studio rather than just my office downstairs. But one thing I really want to talk about this week, and I've seen this a lot on the Facebook group specifically that I'm in for streamers and streamer support and streamer whatever, Twitch streamers. It's a lot about giving streaming advice to people, and I am by no means an expert. I'm not a stream doctor. I am not an expert streamer by any means. Um, but I've seen a lot of advice that if I saw that advice, like if somebody gave me that advice, I would definitely be turned off from A, being in that group, and B, streaming altogether. So I'm not going to give out any names, obviously. I'm not going to call out anybody. But there were a few instances where people were on the Facebook groups looking for help. Like, hey, I'm a PS4 streamer. How can I improve my stream? And I've just got this little junky laptop and just a headset. And there were people out there that said, you have to have a webcam, you have to have a good webcam, go get yourself a Logitech C920 and blah, 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 and you have to have a computer. This one guy said, you have to have a computer with a good CPU so you can have good graphics and overlays. And I thought, that's terrible advice. Like, if I heard that, I'd be like, better put off my streaming for another year till I can afford all this stuff, because not everyone can afford that kind of stuff right now. So I said, don't worry about a webcam. Just don't worry about the equipment. That can come later. That is all doable later. It will just come with time. And if you are fortunate enough that you make it to a point where you're starting to get paid for your content, that's what you need to reinvest your money in. So I said, just don't worry about that stuff. Just work on, being yourself, being genuine, being unique. If your personality doesn't match up on some people, that's on them, not you. So don't worry about that kind of stuff. The equipment, the hardware, the upgrades that can come later. That's perfectly fine to wait and upgrade. Um, and just a lot of advice like that. You need to have this, you need to have that. It's like, you don't need to have anything. You just need to have a stable internet connection and hardware that is capable of streaming. And then you need to hit go live. That's it. You know, your content and your personality will click with somebody. Um, don't worry about a webcam. I know plenty of streamers that don't use a webcam. Tomato Gaming doesn't use a webcam. Too Soon Boone, no webcam. Brett Ultimus, Strippin, none of them use webcams, and they are wildly successful streamers. And even in their YouTube videos where they got their starts, no cameras on them. Not usually. But it bugs me when people give bad advice. Um, I'm being invaded. Um, so yeah, it's just bad advice. And like my lights. I didn't have to have my lights. I wanted them. It was a nice investment to have. But you don't have to have perfect lighting, a perfect camera, a perfect microphone to stream. You just have to stream. You have to just be you, and followers and the content will come to it. And again, I am no expert, but I've done enough research. I've probably watched several hours worth of content from Wild for Games and Harris Heller with Alpha Gaming. I'm sure my wife's sick and tired of hearing their voices on all the YouTube videos that I watch. But I know enough, even as a very small streamer, to know bad advice when I see it. I don't have to, you know, have a degree in, web marketing or, content creation or anything like that to know bad advice when I see it. And telling people they have to have certain hardware in order to make their content worthwhile is just bad advice. Um, so with that, Just wanted to kind of give my weekly update. Again, it's rolling. I'm wildly pleased with all of the followers, and if you are a follower of mine on Twitch and you see this video, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I love seeing people pop up, especially when I get people who follow me during my stream and talk with me. Like I had a guy yesterday during my raid. He followed me when I was showing people in my chat I have a new joke command, and he was just tickled pink that there was dad jokes on my Twitch chat. I thought that was really cool. I engaged him. Um, so again, if you're a follower of mine and you see this video, thank you. I just hope to see you again in some more of my future streams. And don't be shy. Say hello. If not, if you want to lurk, that's fine too. I don't mind lurkers, unless you're one of those lurk bots that doesn't really do anything. It just puts a person in my chat. It doesn't count as a view. Lurk bots are just annoying. And going forward, this Friday, I'm going to be probably playing more World of Warcraft, and I'll put my link to my Twitch down in the description, as well as my Twitter and Instagram, where you can see me make an absolute fool of myself with cheesy pictures or whatever on my Instagram, or whatever random rantings. Speaking of random rantings, just a question on my Twitter. I asked, does anybody still play Neopets? And this girl's like, yeah, I stream it. Here's an invite to my Discord. Networking. That's how I've grown. I'm in 3 Facebook groups, a Twitter group, I'm on a bunch of Discords, Media Blast. And that's how you get people in. They see your content. You just don't link your Twitch, because then it's like, okay, there's just another guy who's going to link his Twitch. Who cares? You put in what you're going to play. You put what you're going to talk about. I've added discussion topics to my streams. What's your favorite game genre? What's your favorite game? What's the best N64 game? A couple of discussion topics we've already had. You add those to your stream to get people to engage with it. So I'm hoping that we can keep that ball rolling and hit to the point where I can maybe hit affiliate with Twitch. That would be so cool. And I've already talked it over with the missus. If I can get to the point where I am accepted into the Twitch affiliate program, we are going to talk about me adding another night where I can stream. Not necessarily with my guild on World of Warcraft or with my buddies on Fridays, but another night where I can completely just play whatever and go from there. So again, I appreciate all the support. And as always, I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays at night. 7:30 Central Standard Time usually is around the starting time, and maybe later on Fridays. And yeah, I hope to see some more of you there. And again, thanks for the love and support, and let's keep this ball rolling. Till next time, farewell.